Hey guys, in this video we're going to be checking out the Babyhawk-R again here, but this time in a 2-inch form factor. Sent me a single plate 2.5-inch frame. There's another version, I guess, that they have separate arms for the 2.5-inch arms that will just swap out the 2-inch arms for the 2.5-inch arms. But this is I guess a prototype that just has a single 3mm bottom plate that's for 2.5-inch props. And I think the advantage of going with this route is it's going to be lighter. It's actually lighter in this form factor than it was in the 2-inch form factor with the individual arms and the two support plates sandwiching the individual arms. That when I weighed it was around almost 90 grams for the 2-inch version, and then when I swapped over all the parts to the 2.5-inch frame here, it went to about 86 grams. So I actually lost weight in the process. So same motors, all the electronics are exactly the same as in the 2-inch version. I just now have a 2.5-inch frame with 2.5-inch props. I'm going to be doing this first video with the GemVan 2040 props here, and I expect that the performance is going to be much better now. I'm going to be using the same 550 milliamp hour 3S LiPo, same setup and everything, and then we'll see how this flies. I'm going to do a separate video later using the new 2.3-inch Babyhawk-R props, or sorry, the original Babyhawk-R. There's some new props for the Babyhawk are 2.3 inches, but I'd rather do this initial test with a 2.5-inch prop because this is a 2.5-inch frame. So that'll be a video that'll be coming up later. But anyway, all the electronics are the same. I'm gonna probably retune this a little bit because a different prop and obviously a larger frame and everything, and actually a little bit different weight. So I'll show you the PIDs later in the flight demo that I come up with, but it shouldn't be too different. And then I'll just go ahead and I'll show you the flight footage right away here, because we all know what's all involved with this particular model. And I'll put a card in the corner. You guys can check out the original review if you want to see details on the components. But it's all exactly the same. It's just that now we have a 2.5-inch bottom plate, a single bottom plate, not individual arms, and we'll see how this flies. So these are the PIDs I used. They're actually the exact same PIDs I used for the 2-inch version, and I actually decided to just leave them alone and see how it would fly, and actually it flies very well on the same PIDs. So if you do switch from the 2-inch to the 2.5-inch and use the GemVan 2540s, you'll find that it's going to fly fairly well. I didn't really find any issues here, no major oscillations or vibrations. Perhaps the D term could be reduced a little bit, but I found that the overall flight characteristics were just as good, if not better. And obviously with a 2.5-inch prop here, it's a lot more power, and you get a lot more power in the lower part of the throttle band, so you don't have to be quite as aggressive on the throttle to make your acrobatic maneuvers, which is really what I was looking for. And with the 1106 motors, I really feel that the 2.5-inch prop is the way to go for these bigger motors. I think that if you're going to go with a 2-inch model, I think that it would have been better for EMAX to come up with like an 1104 or 1105 motor, but they went with the motor they had at the time for the 2-inch model. I think for the 2.5-inch model, the 1106 motor is really the way to go, and I find that this thing flies really well on the 553S, the same 553S I was using on the 2-inch setup. So anyway, I'm not going to ramble on too much about this. I think it flies great. Definitely, if you do switch to the 2.5-inch setup, go with the GemVan 2540. These are the props you go for in the 2.5-inch setup. Anyway, guys, that's going to do it for this video, and I'll talk to you guys in the next one.